Hey everyone, welcome back to the
7th
episode of Subject Matters. I'm Shayna.
And I'm Cameron.
This is our holiday episode, and we have our guest here, Jess Sherbeck.
Say hi, Jess. Say it.
Hello.
Yeah, so let's get right into it. So this is our Christmas episode, and I'm really excited for this. Just because it's like our first, it's our first, holiday episode, like a special episode.
We had a Thanksgiving episode and a Halloween episode.
Yeah, but those were, not in my mind when I was thinking about episodes that were special to me.
They were low-key holidays.
Thanksgiving's a low-key holiday.
Thanksgiving's just big meal holiday.
Big meal. So, let's talk about Christmas traditions. Does anybody have Christmas traditions?
I'll celebrate with my extended family on New Year's Day. But other than that, we don't really have any other traditions other than we call it chicken because one time I was typing Merry Christmas and it autocorrected to chicken.
Merry Chicken.
And so we all thought it was really funny, so we just started calling it chicken. So what are we gonna do for chicken this year? And that was 2 years ago.
Do you guys laugh at it, or are you just like, what are we gonna do for chicken this year? It's serious.
Yeah, we laugh at it. It hasn't been that long where we keep calling it, where we're not laughing at calling it chicken. It's still absurd, but.
Jess?
Yep.
I celebrate with my family, and we all have to stand in a circle from oldest to youngest, and we have this thing called Plocky that my family gets from the church. And
Not Japanese Pocky?
No, it's Polish and Slovak.
I'm Slovakian. Oh, I'm Czechoslovakian.
It's like this weird wafer, and we go around and say Merry Christmas and then break off a piece of each other's and eat it.
Of each other?
Of the Plocky.
Break off a piece of each other and eat it. Ew.
Jess's family tradition is cannibalism.
Ew. There's not really any traditions for me. Sometimes, every other year, we'll go to my cousin's house in Scarsdale, New York, and then we'll just,
Shout out to Scarsdale.
Yeah, shout out to Scarsdale, New York. And then, we'll, do gifts there, which is fun.
What made me think of it when Jess started talking about the oldest to youngest thing is there is a weird thing. I don't know if every family does this, but that's the order in which we open presents. We'll start at the youngest, and then we'll go up, and then we'll go from the oldest person right down to the youngest. So we can only open one gift at a time, and then we just keep going around until everyone's opened everything, or until someone's out of gifts, and then they kind of step back because you don't need to open a gift if you don't have one.
Yeah. I think, I don't think we did oldest to youngest with my sister and me. I think we just did,
There's two of you.
Yeah, I think we just, alternated.
Yeah, so you did it. You did your oldest to youngest. With you and your sister. There's two of you.
Technically.
But it's so annoying because, you just want to open your thing.
Technical difficulties. Is that still oldest to youngest if you're alternating with two people?
I think so.
I think so, too.
So we agree.
Yeah, but we're still making them do it.
All right. Well,
Sorry, I didn't mean to be so harsh against you, Mr. Zara and Mr. Ramelis.
But, yeah, so, you're just so, eager to open your gift. You don't want to, wait because, I'm somewhere in the middle now. I'm not, at the youngest anymore. So it takes a while. Will you two stop clowning?
Okay, so what did you guys get for Christmas this year?
I don't know yet.
Yeah, this is going up after Christmas.
I'm imagining scrunchies. Mm-hmm. I'm hoping shoes.
I'm hoping pop figures.
I picked out all my Christmas presents.
Oh, so what are you getting for Christmas?
I get clothes. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, my mom and sister do that. Where my mom has my sister pick out stuff in a store that she wants. And she buys them while she's there, and then my mom's like, "This is gonna be your Christmas gift."
I order it all online.
That's so lame though. I always like being surprised. I don't get how you could
I kind of don't, just cause I feel like if I don't have a good enough reaction, the person who gave me the gift will get sad.
I think people just assume because I don't have very good reactions at all. I feel bad. One year, my dad bought me like an iPod for Christmas, and I was really excited about it. But like my face didn't show it, my attitude didn't show it because I was like, "Oh, cool," and I was just like looking at it, and he's like, "Do you like it?" Or like, I was like, "Yeah, I love it," and I used it all the time. But like, I'm just not good at reactions. My sister said that too. I'm like, I don't know what that's about, but
Reactions are just hard.
it's so hard to fake like you like something. Ugh.
It's like a try not to laugh video. Try to react video.
Try to react. You're like, "Ooh, oh, okay, I did it."
Try to react to my Christmas gifts.
No, I don't think I've ever like had like a genuine like I wish I was that kind of person where you could tell me something exciting and I'd be like, "Oh my god," but I just like can't.
Yeah, that's like a few times when my family's going to Disney, my mom will be like, "Cameron, you're excited to go to Disney?" And I'm like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah."
But like inside, you're like, "Yeah, I'm really excited," but like it just doesn't.
There was one thing that I was like, there was something recently, I don't even remember what it was, but I like genuinely showed excitement for it, and I was like, wow, I must be really excited for whatever this was. I can't remember though.
Just growing as a person.
Yeah, I'm really excited to get older. I don't know why I said that. That was weird.
Have you guys seen any Christmas movies yet?
No, I have. Have I? I've been Okay, so we're recording this on the last day of school before break on the Friday, and today I kept like asking teachers if I can go to the bathroom, but then I would stand outside of a teacher's room and watch their movie from the hall.
What? Why?
Just because I wanted to watch the movie, and I watched the beginning of Elf, and I watched part of Home Alone.
Oh, Home Alone was in Miss Russell's room.
I don't know who that is, but
Well, you were watching it through her window, so.
I was watching Elf through that new math teacher that replaced the one that went to China.
Miss Kowalczyk.
Yeah, but like whoever the new guy is.
Shout out to Miss Kowalczyk.
Shout out to Miss Kowalczyk.
Killing it in China. I had her freshman year, so.
I never had her, but I talked to her in GSA. I have a question for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
What's your least favorite Christmas song?
Um.
I have one.
Tell me first.
I want a hippopotamus
I hate
for
that.
Christmas. Only a hippopotamus will do. I hate that song. It's so weird and annoying.
Surprisingly, I have like a kind of a love-hate thing with Baby It's Cold Outside.
That
don't
song is
like that
so
song.
It's
creepy.
like I didn't realize it until this year that I'm like, that's like kind of really creepy, like very
Bad.
creepy.
It-
Yeah, it is kind of like a little assaulty.
Yeah.
So
I'm not a fan of that one.
yeah, I mean I didn't even realize it until this year
Like,
though.
it's not-
when I
it's
was
not-
listening to the lyrics and I'm like, oh.
The voices, like the people singing it
Oh
are
yeah,
good.
they're doing great, but
Just,
like
the song itself.
the
like,
song
lyrics.
itself has like kind of like shady lyrics, and so like.
Yeah.
I know that like people were saying like maybe we shouldn't play this on the radio, and a lot of people were making a huge deal about it. They're like, it's not even a bad song. And I'm like, we never said the artists were bad. We said that the lyrics are a little bit
Yeah.
creepy. So, you know, it being the year of like Me Too, I feel like we should not have that on the radio.
The
like
year of Me Too. I don't even like. People keep mentioning Me Too, but I don't know like anything about it.
it's just like a thing on what? There'll be
Oh, I was looking at those.
there was. Oh, I just like totally lost my thing. Oh, it's like just about reporting assaults if you've had them. That's like a lot of people came out that this year. So, yeah, it's just a little weird, but that's my least favorite. What about you, Jess?
The same thing. I don't like it. It's just, it's a big no-no.
I was gonna do something that I thought would be really funny, but then I forgot about it. I was gonna you listened to Technical Difficulties season 2 episode 6, the Christmas episode, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, and they went through their top 5 favorite movies, and I was gonna like write down everything they said word for word and,
We
and
were
have
gonna,
us like repeat it, and then us do a shout out and have them like listen to it and win our prize. But then I forgot to do it.
Like, what are your like top 5 though? I don't watch a whole lot of Christmas movies, but I do have some in mind. Like,
I like and don't like Elf.
Yeah.
I like Elf because I think it's a funny movie, but it's so like overplayed in the holiday time.
Yeah. So you kind of like know every like
Everything
every
that's gonna happen. Like I'm not a huge fan of rewatching movies, only if it's like a really good movie or something that I really like. Not that Elf isn't a good movie, just like.
Yeah. So that's one
Favorite?
favorite.
I really like Jim Carrey's Grinch.
I like that one too.
That's a
The
good
old
movie.
one's better than the new one.
You mean like the new Illumination Studios one?
Yeah.
I haven't seen it. Have you seen it?
It seems
No,
weak,
it just
bro.
looks dumb.
Yeah.
You know what? You know what company made it, right?
No.
Same company that made Despicable
Despicable
Me
Me,
with the
Illumination.
minions.
No.
Yeah, it just seemed weak. Apparently, the Grinch isn't even that mean in this one, but like people are getting really upset over the fact that the Grinch is mean. We're like, yeah, that's the whole point.
Yeah. They're getting upset that he is mean.
That he's mean, and not in the movie, not in the new movie. That's why the new movie people. Why can I not
Wait,
speak?
what?
In the new movie,
He's not mean.
he's not mean, and so some people are upset because they're like, "That's weak," you know,
Yeah.
like, and then other people are happy
Illumination,
about
you weak.
it. And then other people are happy about it because they were worried about, like, showing kids that this guy's mean.
Well,
I think-
the thing is that like he's mean, but then he like learns the spirit, the like true meaning of Christmas, and then gets nice at the end.
Yeah, I don't mean to be like that guy, but like, kids are getting weak, bro. Like,
Yeah. Kids getting weak.
yeah, I know that they didn't want to play Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer or
Why?
something because he got bullied in it, and that Santa didn't stick up for him. But that seems weird. Like, I don't know why they didn't. The whole point is that he realizes that what makes him weird and what they bullied him for is what makes him special. That's
Yeah.
the whole theme. You can't be taken so literally as like, I
So
don't know, as a
weird.
bullying thing.
Like I don't understand how like things like that suddenly happen. Like these are such popular things
That
like,
have been
these
around
movies.
forever.
Yeah, and all of a sudden people are like, "Oh, now the messages in them are bad." All of a sudden.
It's probably like someone's kid that was like, "Why didn't Santa stick up for him?" And they're like, "You're right."
You're right.
Sorry, we got off on a tangent. But what was your third?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't know I was doing 1, 2, 3. I was just
You
saying movies I
better.
thought of.
We were doing the top 5.
Other Christmas movies. Trying to remember. Jess?
Oh, I have 3.
Okay.
Okay, I like The Polar Express, A Christmas Story, and A Year Without Santa Claus because those are all the best movies that I watched.
Oh,
I've never seen A Christmas Story.
Really?
You're insane.
That's what you get.
It's
I
the
am.
best movie in the entire world.
What makes it?
This little boy Ralphie really wants a BB gun for Christmas, and then his mom's like, "No, you'll shoot your eye out." And then he goes to the mall with his little brother that he thinks is so obnoxious, and they're
Is
like,
he not?
I don't know, he's just a little kid, and he goes to the mall with his brother. He's like, "Oh heck, we're gonna go meet Santa Claus." So they go up this huge staircase to go see this Santa Claus that looks like he put Sharpie red marker on his cheeks and his nose, and same with his 2 rude little elves. And he sits on Santa's lap, and he's like, "What do you want for Christmas?" He's like, "I want this certain BB gun." He's like, "How about a football?" And he goes, "No, I want this BB gun." He goes, "You'll shoot your eye out, kid." And then he takes him off his lap, puts him on the slide, pushes him. Ralphie tries to climb back up the slide and tell him again what he wants. And then he's like, no, and pushes him with his foot on his forehead down the slide, and he just
No.
sits at the bottom of the slide, and he's like, well, you know what?
No spoilers, but does he get the BB gun? Did you shoot his eye out? No. I hope that would have been funny. Wait,
His
is that the
glasses.
movie with the kid that licks the pole?
Yes.
I've
Yeah.
seen that before. I don't remember the rest of the movie.
I've seen that before.
I've
As
seen
if it's
that
a
before.
different
Also,
movie.
there's a scene where the dad gets a leg lamp because he won some competition.
Is that the Fragile?
Yeah, Fragile, it must be
Oh, I
Italian.
know that.
I have an ornament on my tree that's a little leg lamp, and if
We
you
have the
push the
same
button,
one.
it says Frigili, and then I also have a miniature of the leg lamp in my window
Must be Italian.
that my dad is so proud that I remember to put it out on Christmas every year.
That's funny. I didn't know that was from that. What were your other movies? Polar Express. That's a
And
classic.
The
Year Without Santa
Claus.
I don't know that.
It's the song with the heat miser.
What
The claymation one with
Yeah,
the heat miser and
It's
the
like
snow
stop
miser.
motion.
You'd know it if you saw it. There's no way you didn't.
I know.
It's like the ones they used to
I know
play on
the-
ABC Family.
I know
miss
the
ABC.
movie where like Santa's young, and then he like grows up and
Oh,
becomes
yeah,
Santa
yeah.
Claus.
Um,
That's a fun one.
I miss ABC Family so much. Like, I know it's just Freeform now. Like, they changed their name, but I'm like, it's not right. Because they used to play all the good Christmas movies.
What's the name of the one where he's young and then grows up and becomes Santa Claus?
I don't know, to be honest. Is that the stop motion one? Because I remember,
Like,
I
the
think
heat
isn't he a
miser
redhead
and
or
the snow
something?
miser.
You've never seen that?
No, I've never seen this.
Like,
For real? That's my dad's
They
favorite.
go to the city on a
Are they
reindeer.
elves?
Yeah, but the reindeer starts to get sick because it's too hot for his little head.
Did you ever see the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer sequel with Father Time? That he goes to all the seasons and holidays.
Maybe.
It's so
No.
weird.
Don't they talk about Baby New Year? Why
They
was,
do.
Oh yeah,
what-
that one.
Is that
Wait.
New Year's?
One of his big ears.
Yeah.
Yeah.
watched
Yeah,
that
yeah,
one,
yeah.
yeah.
And he's like on top of a mountain or something for some reason.
Like a
He feels
vulture.
bad about
Yeah.
his big ears.
Yeah, but I'm like, what? Who is Baby New Year? To be honest, I've never really.
Baby
It's
New
just
Year.
because it's like the start of a new year, so it's like a baby.
Is that why?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think I
Baby
ever
New Year
really
with the big
questioned
elephant
it.
ears.
But I think
And he
my
felt self-conscious, and he was trying to run away, and he went to all the holidays.
that's so weird.
Then I remember like 4th of July is in it. I was like, what?
The 4th of July.
Baby, lay on back and relax. Take your pretty feet up on my dad.
Why?
Baby
Chris
New
and
Year.
I have been singing that
Year.
recently. I don't know why. Baby New Year.
No, that says New
I
Year.
feel like Baby
What?
New
It says
Year.
New Year.
Baby New Year. Because I typed it.
Baby New Year.
I feel like Baby New Year. My ears are really big. They are.
Don't people draw Barack Obama with big ears?
Barack Obama.
Barack Obama.
Barack Obama.
Barack Obama.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't think he does. Does he? Michelle.
Michelle.
Anyways, what's your favorite movie, guys?
What are your favorite movies?
I think probably this one I totally forgot.
I love that one.
I don't even know what the movie's called, but the last time I watched it, oh yeah, he symbolizes birth. Sorry.
Baby New Year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rudolph Shiny New Year.
Yeah. So Rudolph Shiny New Year. I liked The Year Without Santa Claus, and the one that I really liked watching when I was younger was The Santa Claus.
The
one
Santa
with,
Claus.
Oh, yeah.
Tim Allen?
Tim Allen. Tim Allen. Sorry, it's been a little bit.
In Talon.
With Talon in it.
The Santa Claus.
And I noticed that there was a plot hole in it. I put it on my Twitter because I was talking about it with my friend Grace, and I was
What was
like,
it?
"There's an issue with these movies because, how do the parents not believe in Santa Claus? Like, so
Yeah,
hang on.
You're right.
So-
I get that.
I said, my theory as to why these movies don't make sense. So we've all seen these movies where the kids believe in Santa and the parents don't, or the older sibling doesn't, and the kid has to like prove it to them.
Yeah.
And we've been brainwashed into thinking like that's whatever, like you're not seeing the major flaw in it, that the parents don't believe. Like hear me out. If the parents don't believe in Santa, but like he does for a fact exist, why do the parents not know about it?
Yeah.
Where do they think the gifts come from?
It's really weird.
Like, do they just assume, wouldn't they be freaked out that there's like
It
random
doesn't make
gifts?
sense.
And
like,
then,
if gifts are just showing up randomly, how do they not believe in them? Where do they think they're coming
yeah, and then I'm like, do they just like kind of assume that the other parent got it and they're like gassing each other up? Like, they're like, wow, that was a
Every
good
single
gift.
year.
Yeah.
from? That was a good gift you got
Like,
this year.
I know.
I know, it was, right?
Yeah, you're like, yeah, okay. Like, and then I'm like, how, but what if.
Like,
you're a
across the
single
whole
parent?
world.
Yeah. But I'm like, what if you're a single parent? You just
Yeah.
like, what happens then?
And
No
like,
one's
what if
ever
you live
questioned
alone?
it.
What if you live alone?
Yeah.
Santa probably still comes to you if you live alone.
Yeah, so where are these gifts coming from? And how come no one's ever been like, that's weird that these gifts show up every year. So, I don't know. We gotta take a picture of that and just put it up,
Yeah.
and that's why we're laughing.
Yeah, we're laughing right now because I'm making a little guy.
So what are like the worst Christmas movies you've seen?
Okay, well, which ones did we all see?
Santa Claus.
We watched Santa Claus. Okay, we all watched this movie called Santa Claus, but Claus is spelled like CLAWS, like cats. I didn't mean to throw that at you. Sorry.
And Jess is the expert on it, so I'll let her
Yes.
explain
Jess
the plot.
is the one that told us about it. So Jess, take it
away.
away. I almost said take the honors.
It's a movie about this kid, Tommy, and he really wants to celebrate Christmas, but his mom's like, get out of here and go do your chores. I don't care about Christmas. So she makes him clean the whole house, and he dusts everything for some reason, no matter what it is.
Dusting something.
And then he has this cat that gives birth to 4 different kittens. And these kittens can talk, not to him, but like just in general to other cats.
It feels like we're seeing it from their perspective and they're talking.
Some of the voices for the cats are extremely low for what it should be.
Yeah.
And
He
the
sounds
way
like this.
the way they animated
They're
their
not
mouths-
just cats, by the way. They're kittens.
Oh, my bad.
So they're like tiny, and they have one of them has like a really deep voice.
The way they animated the mouths was so bad.
It's like where it's just like folding open and closed.
Exactly.
My favorite scene is when he coughs up a hairball, but it's like a human mouth, like.
Yeah, and I don't know if Jess said, but Santa is allergic to cats
He's
in
allergic.
this. And so whenever he encounters the cats, he sneezes and basically has a seizure.
Yeah, he has like a allergy attack and then faints in Tommy's living room. And
Yeah.
then like Tommy finds him, he's like, "Oh man, what are we going to do now, homie?" And he tries to hide him and wake him up in the living room, and then he hears his mom coming downstairs.
and she
She's
walks
just
in.
completely oblivious while Tommy just sits
So
there
weird.
staring at her with his mouth wide open like,
Didn't she say his name one time?
no.
I thought she said his name.
And then she went back upstairs and it was fine. And then 5 minutes later, she comes back downstairs because the cat was meowing. And she looks directly at the cat, which is sitting 3 feet away from like Santa.
Like-
and
like,
she's just like,
legitimately?
"Yo, Daisy, there's nothing there. Like, go back to
It's
bed.
as if
You're
her
insane."
peripheral just doesn't exist above looking directly at the cat
She's
because
just like,
it's actually so close to Santa that like there is no
Yeah.
human way that you could miss it. Like
Like the cat was right next to Santa, and the mom was
Yeah.
looking right at the cat, and she couldn't see Santa.
less than 3 feet.
And then they
Santa was like laying on the couch or something.
He's laying on the floor. I think.
and then they have this neighbor, Mr. Bramble, and like he's like insane, and he's trying to capture
Santa.
like a video of Santa because
To
he's
prove
like,
that he exists.
"I gotta have proof,
But
so
it's
I don't seem like a
also-
psychopath."
It's also weird because they chose the actor and they made him really young, and it seems like the character doesn't fit the look. It's just like this hipster dude, and he's like 26.
with his fake glasses. He brings over mac and cheese, and he's like, "Oh, I got mac and cheese." And then the kittens are like at his feet, and he goes, "Oh my god!" And he spills it all over himself. And I'm
Oh
like,
my God!
And I'm like, "Oh." I'm like, it's not fun. It's not good.
It's just so poorly made. You can tell that
Yeah.
that it's recorded in like a house that they rented for that reason. Like it looks like one of those like show houses.
And while Santa is stuck at the house, hey Mike, Mike Lashavo's here. Come say hi, Mike.
Hi, Subject Matters. How's it going?
Good. How's it going, Michael Lashavo?
Good, good. What are you guys talking about?
We're talking about this bad movie we watched called Santa Claus.
Oh, yeah?
Claus is spelled like cat claws.
Oh, so it's not like the regular Santa Claus?
No,
No?
it's a Netflix
it's bad.
movie. Is it a
Netflix.
Hallmark movie or is
No,
it
it's
just
Netflix.
It's just Netflix. Oh, it's Netflix original.
Wait, did they like legit
Oh,
put
that's
money
worse.
into that? Oh my god.
Anyway,
Netflix.
while
Oh, no.
Santa is
But, like-
by Michael Lashavo.
It's a holiday catastrophe.
Ew.
Catastrophe.
Yeah.
Not catastrophe.
Not
Catastrophe.
cat what? It's not a catastrophe. It's a
stroke just now?
catastrophe.
Also, the kittens try to save Christmas.
That's what I was gonna say. That while Santa is stuck at the house, the kittens are in Santa's sleigh, and there's like a little lady in the sleigh that's talking to him or talking to the kittens, and she's like guiding them on how to go from house to house, and basically 3 little kittens save Christmas.
There's 4 of them.
There's 4.
There's 3.
There's 4.
There's 4 kittens. Are you like serious?
1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 of them.
No way. I thought there was 3.
There's 2 that look similar, right?
Yeah.
Really?
Those 2, because they're both like gray, and those 2 are both orange. So like,
Checks out.
That might be why I thought one of their voices changed.
Yeah, probably.
Wait, so there
One of
was
them is really
4?
yeah.
I
Another.
sworn there was 3. Hang
No.
on, you guys talk. I need to like.
Okay. Another really weird show or movie that I watched was Stop it.
Don't want to find it.
What are you trying to find?
Hold on.
Shut up, hairball.
Shut up, hairball.
I want to see where he coughs up the hairball, because it's so bad.
Do you remember where it was?
It's like somewhere.
That's 3.
Then there's.
Look at their mouths.
That's 3 kittens.
There's 4 in the picture.
That's in the picture. The picture's wrong.
The picture doesn't match the movie.
The picture for this movie is wrong because it shows
Look,
4
there's one on
kittens,
the
but there's
ground.
only 3.
But there's one on the ground.
There's.
Look at it!
I remember that. There's 3 kittens.
It's like, who animated that?
It looks like the emoji. It's like, it's so bad.
Another one that I saw was The Spirit of Christmas. I believe that it was a Hallmark one. Jess, did you watch it?
You watched it at Stephanie's house.
Oh, yeah. So you guys didn't even get the full thing. But, okay. But, so the plot line to The Spirit of Christmas is a man comes home and he's walking through the woods and you see him come up to his house and he's looking like longingly at his house.
This
and he's
isn't
like-
how the movie starts, but this is how the timeline of the movie starts.
This is how the movie starts.
The movie doesn't start with him walking.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
It does?
Yeah, he's walking and then so he's looking longingly at his house and he sees his wife come out and he's like and he's like so excited to see her and then another man comes outside and hugs his wife and then he angrily closes his pocket watch and then immediately gets murdered.
Wait, maybe it didn't make sense and that's why I don't remember it.
But so he immediately gets murdered by a rock on the back of his head, and then he falls forward in the shot because they hit him in the back of the head, and then he falls, like, the next shot he's backwards on his back, so he fell forward and then flipped over, I guess, and, like, then it cuts to, like, lawyer or something, and she's going to, like, get an estimate on this house or something. And then she goes there and the dude that's supposed to be helping her out just dips. He leaves. He
runs out.
peels out. She's like, "We have a meeting." And then he just keeps driving.
Bye.
And then she goes inside and she's like, "All right, that was weird." And then she starts like looking at all the pictures that are all the same picture. Basically, this one shot of this dude is all over the house.
Oh, you're right.
And then another guy comes around the corner and is like, yeah, like, you're coming to check out the house? That's okay. Well, I'm going to leave. And she was like, "Oh, why are you leaving?" And he's like, "Oh, I just always do." And then so, like,
I'm a
apparently he leaves the 12 days before Christmas, or 12 days before Christmas every year, which I don't know where that falls. I'm not going to do the quick math, but is that the
13th?
12th or the 13th?
You're talking about
13th?
12 days before the 25th is 13th.
Yeah, so he leaves at the 13th every year because supposedly the ghost that lives in the bed and breakfast that he owns comes out just for those 12 days and is in the form of a person when he wants to be. And so then...
Isn't he in the form of a person when he's in the hotel?
Yeah, when he wants to be, but then sometimes he can just disappear. So
Yeah,
I didn't get that part.
that's weird.
But so then he's their first encounter is she's sleeping. She wakes up in the middle of the night hearing a sound, and then the first weapon she can think of is a nail file. Not any of the heavy lamps in the room. She picks up a nail file, and then she's walking around the corner, and the guy's like, "You're trespassing," and she goes, "Oh!" and then like she hits a wardrobe or something like that, and then there's a vase on top that hits her in the head and knocks her out. And then it's just them kind of interacting. And then the guy comes back the next day and he's like, surprised you're still here. Like, he's like, normally people would have left right now. And she's like, you need to explain what's going on right now. And so then, like, it's kind of just them trying to solve why the ghost is there. But they made him, like, strikingly handsome for no good reason. Like, they're like, he's wearing these, like, antique glasses or whatever and reading a book that, like, doesn't even have a cover on it or anything.
Lots of him shirtless.
And the description for the movie specifically says that he's a handsome ghost.
Yeah, a handsome but cursed ghost. And he's not cursed, by the way. It's they just say that for some reason. He thinks he is. But yeah, so it was real weird. Spoilers, he comes back to life somehow and manages to get his body back,
Yeah,
even though
he's back to life in the end of the movie.
yeah.
I didn't get that.
Yeah, I thought it was weird. He like came back from over the hill and he came back with like hot chocolate or something. So he left the property.
Yeah.
He's alive. But I'm like, how
That
did
doesn't
he?
make any sense.
Yeah, so I'm like, how did he come back to
Was
life?
his body preserved?
I don't know.
Like-
Apparently, because he died 100 years ago and then came back and he was like, "Yep, it's me." So
I'm alive.
yeah.
I'm gonna spend Christmas with you. So I came back to life.
I came back to life. My favorite scene in the whole movie, though, was where, like, it was the Christmas Eve, and she's, like, finally confessing her love for him, and then she just passes out in his arms for no reason. Like, she just faints, and then he, like, puts her on the couch, and then, like, goes and talks to his old wife or something, because her ghost is there.
I feel like that movie was trying to be a lot of things because it got a little scary. Like it was trying to be scary.
Yeah, what? That was so weird.
When like who was that?
That was his
Why,
cousin's ghost.
why was the cousin's ghost trying to kill her or like scare her?
So the cousin was the one that killed him, and the ghost of his cousin was trying to scare her out because he thought that if she freed the guy, the main dude, that he would go to hell, basically. So he was like, well, I can't be forgiven, so... And then the guy's
because
like...
he wasn't forgiven.
Yeah, so then he was like, yeah, you're good. I didn't even know you were here. How
Yeah,
did I
you're
not
good.
see you? Like, he was like, you're forgiven. And then, like, the guy fades away. And then his wife is also there for some reason, because she, like...
How did he never see either of them?
I know, they just, like,
They
took
just,
the
like-
opposite hallways and stuff.
Ignoring him.
But, like, that part was so creepy. It was just, like, they
was.
locked her into a room. The cousin locked her into a room and then tried to scare her away by like standing in the bathroom, but as like a creepy shadow, and was like, "Get out now," or something like that.
That was weird. I didn't even see anybody in the bathroom, but I guess.
It was just a shadow, because when she looked back in the bathroom, it was like totally empty and bright. So I was like, "Oh, that's what they were going for."
Yeah.
But it was so odd. I just don't know why they did that. And it was genuinely scary because I wasn't expecting that from a Christmas movie.
I know. I was like, what is this movie becoming?
Yeah, so... Also, have you guys watched Get Santa?
No.
Get Santa?
Get Santa. Let me look up the movie on Netflix so that I can...
Do you want me to talk about the Christmas tree? Are you
Which
doing that?
Which one?
Well, it's one of the movies I said.
Oh, I was going to say, I just want to read the description for this. When Santa gets arrested for trespassing after crashing his sleigh, it's up to a father-son team to spring him from jail and save Christmas.
Oh no, they arrested Santa.
Yeah, it's wild, dude. And, like, the father, like, had just gotten out of jail, and so, I don't even know. And he was, like, breaking his parole, and... it's so weird. Go ahead. You could talk about it.
Okay, so there was this weird movie that I saw called The Christmas Tree. It's, I think, 40 minutes, and it's on Netflix. It is...
40 minutes?
It's it's so bad that it only got aired one time on TV and never again after that. I think the like production studio that made it only like made that movie and never anything again.
I wouldn't want to tie my name to anything else either.
Yeah, so it takes place in like an orphanage, obviously, where like the person in the orphanage doesn't treat the kids well and stuff. And I think there's like 5 kids, and the mayor keeps giving the leader of the orphanage money. I think her name's Mrs. Mavilda, and the mayor keeps giving her money, and she keeps spending it on gambling with her friends, like playing cards.
Is this just is this just Annie?
I mean, kinda, yeah. But anyway, a family that's a father, son, a mother, and a daughter come to like wherever they are, and no, and so they go to the mayor for some reason, and the mayor's like, I'll find places for you to stay, because the husband needed to work in that town, but the mayor for some reason wanted the wife, son, and daughter to stay at the orphanage.
What?
Yeah, and so then they bring, whoa. So then they go to the orphanage, and Mrs. Mavilda's like, don't think just because you're staying here, I'll let you off the hook. So she makes the kids go through all the like conditions that the orphanage kids go through, and it gets like so weird because the mayor gives Mrs. Mavilda money to spend on the kids for Christmas gifts, and the mom who came there was like, "You're gonna have a special Christmas this year," and they're like, "What's Christmas?" Like that's actually what their voices sounded like. They're so
That's
weird.
what all orphans sound like, as according to movies.
So then the good lady's like, "You guys don't know what Christmas is?" And Mrs. Mavilda spends all their Christmas money again in gambling and loses all of it. And the reason that the movie's called The Christmas Tree is because there's one tree that's like, typical Christmas tree, except it's like giant. It's outside, and the kids look up to it like it's gonna, like, I don't know, be there for them all the time. It's kind of weird.
Like the tree's their god.
Like the trees, I think they called the tree Mrs. Goodwell.
Oh?
And like Mrs. Goodwell was gonna like find families for them.
What the heck?
But so Mrs. Mavilda makes the mom that went there like work for her and do all of her work. So she thinks that there's still money, but Mrs. Mavilda spent it all, and Mrs. Mavilda wakes up and is like, "Oh, what a hangover!" Like she actually says that, and so then they're supposed to go out shopping, and she's like, "I don't have the money. Oh, I don't need to hide this from her. She's working for me." So she tells the girl, and then what is it? Basically, Mrs. Mavilda thinks that the mom knows too much about her and how she like spent all the money. So she calls her friend and says to, what are you doing?
Keep going.
It's just really hard for me to focus. She calls her friend and tells the guy that she's calling that the mom's gonna go to pick something up for her. But then while the mom's at the guy's house to like put something valuable in her purse so that it looks like she stole it. And then anyway, while she's out going to do that, her daughter and son who were staying with the orphan kids just leave to go look for Santa Claus. So they're out going to look for Santa Claus, and they get attacked by a bear.
What?
But they have a dog with them who like fights off the bear.
Who's the
But the
dog?
daughter fell off a cliff.
What?
Yeah, so the daughter falls off a cliff.
Non-stop
The mom was going to the guy that Mrs. Mavilda called house, but since it was snowing, the road got blocked and she had to go back, so she didn't end up getting framed. But the daughter fell off a cliff, and the son just goes back to the orphanage and doesn't, like, she looks for her a little bit. But there's one scene that's so weird where,
Wait, does the daughter die?
well, I'll get to that.
Oh.
There's one scene that's so weird where the mom gets back to the orphanage and neither of her kids are there yet. And she, like, looks out into the night sky, and you just hear, "Mommy."
Ew.
Mommy. That's her kids. You can just hear them. And it's so weird. because like she knows that they're lost because the kids told them, but like the mom doesn't have any reaction when the orphans tell her that her kids are gone.
She just shuts the window, like she doesn't want to hear the kids calling her.
Oh, I forgot to
Trying
mention this, but when
these losers for years.
when the family goes to the orphanage, the dad talks for the first time, and he sounds like, "We came from the mayor's."
Ew.
It's so weird. I'll play it for you guys later. But anyway, so they all go out to the Christmas tree, and Mrs. Mavilda's like, she gets her friend that she called to come there with a chainsaw because she's gonna cut down the Christmas tree.
Wait, she's gonna cut it down.
Yeah, she's gonna have the guy cut
Can't
it down.
She just take it down.
No,
It's not planted.
No, it's like an actual tree outside, like a really big tree.
Oh, okay. I was like, did they bring the tree there?
No, it's like huge.
Oh, okay.
So they're gonna cut it down, and the mom is standing with the orphans and is like, oh, her son comes back at some point. I don't remember how, but then he's like, we lost my sister or whatever, and the mom doesn't show any like reaction again, and then just like they're about to cut down the Christmas tree, and the mayor comes, and he's like, what's going on here? And Mrs. Mavilda bolts, and they're all explaining like what's going on, and then okay, listen to this part. So Mrs. Mavilda comes with the chainsaw, and someone tries to stop her, and she threatens to like cut them with the chainsaw, and they're like, whoa. And so then she's just about to cut the Christmas tree down, and she gets struck by lightning.
What?
Lightning goes through the Christmas tree, down the Christmas tree, and like strikes her, and it was Santa.
Oh my god.
Santa struck her with lightning.
Santa killed
So
this
Santa's a
woman.
murderer.
So Santa's in his sleigh. He has 3 reindeer, only 3 following him, like in a line. And he comes down, and he has the daughter in his sleigh with him, and she just gets out and is like, "Mommy!"
What?
And she runs, and literally, there's a shot that shows the creepiest Santa drawing I've ever seen. Here, I'm looking it up right now.
Does Santa murders this woman because she's going to.
Christmas tree Santa. Let me look for this. So it's the creepiest Santa face I've ever seen, and like he winks at the girl, and she winks back to him, and so
Ew.
and then Santa's going away, and they're all happy, and Santa looks behind him and like basically like shoots a fireball and hits the orphans, but it just like explodes, and they have like normal clothes on instead of the rags that they've been wearing through the real movie, the whole movie.
Hell?
Yeah, I know. He just like shoots a fireball. I'll show it to you guys.
Shoots a fireball at the orphan children.
That's what he does. He's like, boom. Okay. So, oh yeah. And then, so Santa goes away. All the kids have normal clothes now. And then the mom just goes up to Mrs. Mavilda and's like, let's have a good Christmas together this year.
Miss Mavilda's like,
yeah, just like
struck-
forgives her of everything.
Struck by lightning. Almost
Yeah, and she's still
killed
alive.
her.
Yeah, and the guy's like, so the mayor says that she can run the orphanage now instead of Mrs. Mavilda. And then
He's just like, yeah, I guess you can. She's like, I didn't want to, but
and the
okay.
dad's like, well, we're gonna be busy taking care of 9 children. Is that my phone? Oh, he's like, we're gonna be busy taking care of 9 children, and the mom's like, 9 children, but we only have 2. And the dad was talking about her 2 kids and the orphans, but there was only 5 orphans plus the 2 kids, which is 7. So the dad said 9 kids, but there's only 7.
They are the 2 other kids.
Okay, I'm gonna pause it from here, and I'm gonna show Shayna and Jess the movie real quick, just like small clips of it. So like,
Oh,
there's
it's
no,
animated.
yeah, there's like no words in this book.
The orphan children lived under the control of the evil rules of a lady named Mrs. Mavilda. The little ones were all, they had a friend. The pine tree they named Mrs. Hopewell. Yes, Hopewell, because the kids believed that the tree was magical.
So she's evil, wicked, and unbearable.
She didn't do the job alone.
Okay, so this is the family.
Period of time.
This is very narrated.
This is only the beginning.
Ooh, their eyes are so gross.
That he would arrange for the man's wife.
Okay, this is that part I was telling you about.
Oh, you.
We come from the mayor's.
We came from the mares.
No, they look like
Oh, you.
We come from the mayor's.
their
I
eyes
know,
are so
I know.
big.
I know.
The mayor just called.
I better go now.
Can we go now? Here's your room.
It's the kids.
Here's your room.
This is just fine, ma'am. I can put that old mattress on the floor for the children, and we will be just fine.
Hold it! Don't think your children are going to have special treatment here. They're going to stay with the other children and under the same rules and regulations.
I'm sorry.
Come, children.
I'm
sorry.
Another thing. You have to get up at 7, prepare breakfast, feed the children at 8. Children walking around have to sleep, you know. Make sure you have to understand.
There's this really weird shot with the kids and the orphans. There's this part where they smile and it looks so weird.
Ah, that's a nightmare. Ew! It's like they animated the same face on 5
I
different
know.
kids, and they definitely
Wait, and then
did.
like the girl does it too for a
Ew,
second.
For like 1 second. Ew.
I love my teddy bear.
I would be shocked too if they all just went.
Look at the Grinch.
Wanna hold my teddy bear?
Oh, really?
Only for now. But my mom says Santa will bring you one for him at Christmas.
I don't even know what
That's
she's saying.
Let me hold it now.
Me hold it now. Oh, is this the part?
This looks like the Sound of Music.
There's one part where they're all sleeping outside with Judy, and there's laugh sound effects playing while they're sleeping for some reason.
Ah, they really are getting along. She seems to be a fine woman.
Judy learns Judy and a relationship.
Oh, is this it?
Judy learned about how important that tree was for the children. The children had never been so happy. They really developed
Yeah.
feeling towards Judy and a relationship. Know that the money, Mrs. Mavilda, as you,
The same gambling shot from before.
Yep.
as usual, uses the money for her personal pleasure.
Here goes the children's money again.
Why would you
Yeah.
say that?
She's such a messed up person.
There goes the children.
So he gives her the money for the kids.
Over. I can convince
I want you to hear the kids' voices now.
velvet. That way I can make some Christmas stockings to hang on the fireplace.
Red velvet for stockings? What's that?
Don't you know about Christmas stockings that you hang on the fireplace for Santa Claus to fill? You don't? Would
You don't?
They never even.
Yeah, nobody did anything.
I know you do, Patty.
It sounds like an adult's voice, but they just like pitched it up.
Christmas is a pretty and happy time of the year. A time when people get together. Friends with friends, children with their parents and grandparents, all together. But not as... he's
Oh,
not
the
anybody's
same gambling
grandpa.
shot used for the 3rd time.
Maybe he is a grandpa, all right.
Santa.
That's right, children. Well, it's true.
Can I be the first one to make a Christmas wish?
Sure you can,
Christmas
honey.
A Christmas.
How is
Yeah, her bear has one arm.
Santa
Why is it ripped like paper?
doll with pink ribbons in her hair. Wait a minute, children. You have to settle
Sounds
down.
like the same
How is
voice
Santa-
actress.
Okay, so her friend wins all of the kids' cash. With, look at this. Did you see that? There was four of them, or there was 5, but there's only supposed to be 4 of those kinds of cards.
Well, Helen dear, what do you think, Mavilda?
There's
Oh,
5.
5 hearts.
Yeah, but there's only supposed to be 4. It's weird.
What a hangover. She's here. I'm supposed to go shopping with
So then she talks for like 30 seconds straight.
for those orphans.
lost the
Just
money.
narrating.
I'm cutting her down.
Yeah. She changes and it's so weird.
It's like so detailed.
So she just said she's cutting down Mrs. Hopewell.
Because you're the only one that knows where his
That's a
office
boy.
is. Remember when you came here with
I think he's the only one that has a really weird voice.
If Licorice is here, he gone home.
Way far.
Oh yeah, there's one part where they're deciding who's gonna go look for Santa Claus, and they're like, "Oh, you do it, 'cause you're her kids," and he's like, "Why do I have to do it?" And they're like, "Just go."
Happy, you gotta go now. What? Go where? To get help from Santa Claus. Why me?
Why? No time for questions.
He shuts the window.
Oh, they're hiding the dog, whatever. So Judy can't go, whatever. She turns back.
Find out when they're.
I just want to see the part where she gets struck by lightning.
Yeah,
Oh
there's a
my
bear
God.
chasing them now. He has like a squeak for a scream.
They just keep screaming like that. Okay. So she didn't exactly fall, she slides.
Yeah, but like, whatever.
Yeah, she. Oh, he does. Somehow that slide disappeared when the bear went over.
So he's looking for her. Spoiler alert, he doesn't find her.
I don't understand.
Lily, Pappy, and Licorice went to the North Pole. They have to find Santa Claus before he leaves for Christmas.
Why is his name
He
Pappy?
has to help us save Mrs. Hopewell.
Why
No-
is he the only one with a really weird
I don't-
voice?
No react. She has no reaction that her kids are gone.
Kindle, Mrs. Mavilda.
I want to see the part where her kids are like calling for her.
Mommy.
Oh, ew.
It's so weird.
She just blinks 3 times. And a single tooth.
Once, or I'll thrash you one by one.
Thrash.
Thrash.
Cut Mrs. Hopewell. She fell from a cliff, Mommy, Daddy.
Dad's face.
She
Oh my
fell
God.
from a cliff, mommy, daddy.
From a cliff,
Look at his face.
all the way down.
The mom's son.
More.
My baby.
James, hurry.
My baby.
The baby James.
You party going. Mrs. Hopewell is going to be all right.
Musically.
Okay, this is it.
That's what you think, children.
Seize that woman.
Oh.
Fool.
Oh.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Oh my God.
I don't know.
I didn't know. She really does get struck by lightning.
It's actual lightning.
What happened?
I don't know. She got struck by lightning.
You just you don't know.
Yes. Yeah, I think that's exactly what it was.
So here's Santa with 3 reindeer.
When you can't afford
Yeah.
to
Hear how low his
animate
voice
anymore.
is? Did you hear how low his voice was?
This was made in the 90s?
I missed the
Ew.
So this is the part where he throws the fireball.
Peace be with you all.
Oh wow, it's really low. Oh,
It's so weird.
presents are just falling right out the bag. Boom.
And it like explodes on them.
Boom.
Attention,
That's a
everybody.
podcast.
This tree here,
It's
I
lit.
declare it part of city property.
What does that mean? You declare it part of? It's in your city.
I
Yeah.
thought he was gonna say this tree is lit.
right.
I was gonna be like,
Oh, Mr. Mayor, I would be more than honored.
Wait
To
a
run the
minute.
orphanage.
You can't take this job. That's right. Because you'll be busy helping me raise 9 children.
9 children? But Ray, we only have 2 children. Do you mean that?
Wait, were there more kids there?
Yeah, children.
Wait.
9 children? But Ray, we only
His
have
face.
2 children.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Also, what's up with these two?
They're just done.
Do you mean that?
Yes.
Yes.
We're going to have a father and a mother.
Ew.
Oh, Ray,
Her eyes were like
that's the
crossed.
person in the world.
Oh, she came back.
So she's an awful person.
Please come with us. Let's have a good Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Merry
Well,
Merry
I
Christmas.
guess
Cheer
this
up.
town is going to have
Shayna,
the best
I know you.
Merry
said it's
Christmas.
raining, but-
Be happy.
Oh, that's so terrible. I can't.
That's
even.
it. Yep, that's it. So that
Wow, that was a.
that
ride.
was that
was
was
a
that.
journey.
What do you think?
That's my new #1 favorite.
That's your new favorite movie? And then I watched this other movie called Mole's Christmas, which didn't really even have anything to do with Christmas at all. And the storyline was so weird. It was like a mole and a rat who are walking back to a neighborhood, and then
What?
they go to like the mole
Jess.
the mole smells his old home, and whatever, they just go there. That's all that happens.
Flex. I was gonna say in the meantime, plug. If you want to join percussion, you should do that. Just contact me, Hannah Swenning, or Jocelyn Fung. That's
Other plug. If you want to buy the creative writing book, that's $20. You can buy it in Mr. Healy's room, or you can find a advanced creative writing student. Jess, do you have any plugs?
Nah, season already started. I gotta wait till next year if you want to join guard.
join guard next year.
Join guard next year. Jess isn't gonna be here.
No, 8 of us won't be there, but
That's a lot of people.
But yeah,
Pam
so
needs
I think that's a good episode of Subject Matters.
of whatever this thing is called.
Whatever this podcast is called. Thanks for coming on, Jess.
Yee.
It's been fun, and we will talk to you all next year. Can't wait to see you guys, and Merry Christmas.
And
Bye. Happy holidays. Bye.